guys, and welcome to another edition of the Market Marauder Show. Reading the market one trade at a time. If you're new to the Market Marauder Show, it's an investment channel, helps you to find the best deals in the market. If that's something you're interested in, make sure that thumbs up. This helps the YouTube algorithm promote the videos. Alright, so coming to you with this early morning uh, market watch. I hope everybody is having a great week of trading. Still a lot of plays to be made out there in the market. So let's jump into it. I'm going to give you my watch list of some stocks that are out there. So first on here being ticker sign VXRT. And this is for Vaxart. Now they had a week high of $8.58. We can see right here they are bearish though. Moving average 10 is below 50 and 100, but starting to curl back up. So a lot of momentum jumping in on this one. We can see towards the end of trading yesterday they did jump back in and start to rally back up. So that's a nice little increase on there. $8.04 is where they're currently at in the pre-market. And price target that I'm going to have for them is going to be this 813 level, which is the moving average 50 line, and then 857, which is this level right here. So that's for ticker sign VXRT. Nice little momentum spike in the pre-market. Next, we have ticker sign SPRT. $8 is their week high. Now, $8 is kind of the highest that they've been all week. $6.92 is where they ended the day yesterday. And they are bullish. Moving average 10 is below 50 and 100. In the pre-market, they are up $2.42 to start the day at $9.34. So definitely an early morning mover. In the pre-market, definitely shaping up to have a good day for this one. So already up $2+ on SPRT. So make sure you go check out that one. Definitely going to be moving pretty rapidly as the market begins to open up, or closer to the time the market opens up. So we're still in the pre-market, so just bear that in mind, but this is still up significantly in the pre-market. Next, we have ticker sign TLRY. That's for Tilray. They had a week high of $14.89, and that's going to be my target price for them. They are bearish. Moving average 10 is below 50 and 100. $12.54 is going to be where they kind of bottomed out at. They ended the day at $12.73. They went up 48 cents in the pre-market to start at $13.21. So that's kind of where they're at right now. 1321 is not too bad of a metric. They will have to go retest this 1375 and 1345 level. So those are going to be two metrics that they're going to have to test. But ticker sign TLRY looking a little bit bullish this morning as it starts to open up in the market. So those are two levels you want to look for TLRY, which is 1371 and 1345. Target price that I'm looking for is going to be this 1489 level though, which was their previous moving average 100. Next up, we have ticker sign HROW, which is bullish. It's been on a bullish upward trend for quite some time. This one was added on Monday, so definitely if you were able to watch the live stream Monday morning, you were able to lock in some profits on this one. So ticker sign HROW is bullish, continuing its bullish upward trend, ending the week or the day yesterday at $8.75. It is currently closed right now, but once this opens, we'll see where it goes. $8.86 is going to be my price target for ticker sign HROW. Next, we have ticker sign ADES, which is bullish. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100. We can see $7.48 is their high, so going to be looking to see how that performs as the market continues to open. They're only 2 cents away from that from their close, so definitely going to be looking at that $7.48 price target. Next, we have ticker sign XBIO, which had a week high of $4.75. So that's going to be my price target for them. They did bounce off the moving average 50, so that was a good level for them. But looks like they're starting to shape up to have some more bearish downward trend as the market starts to open. So going to be looking to see if they could rebounce off that moving average 50, which is at 296, and if they do, then going to be looking at the 475 level. If they do continue their bearish downward trend, 238 may be a level that they may hit next and potentially bounce off again. Next up, we got ticker sign GE for General Electric. $13.47 is still my price target for them. They have continued their little bullish upward trend. So they did fall, bounced off the moving average 50, which is this yellow line, and then have started to rally back up. In the pre-market, they're up 4 cents to start at 13.12. The 13.47 level is still going to be a level that I'm looking at for the end of the week. So 13.12, nice little momentum coming in for GE. Next, we have Corning, ticker sign GLW. $4.51 still my price target for them. So they did bottom out at 39.25. They're at 40.52, so that's where they closed at. Going to be looking to see if they can break through this 41.54 level. Still going to be looking at that level for ticker sign GLW. A key level to look for today is going to be this 40.73. So they already broke through the moving average 100, which is kind of the first resistance line, which is at 40.38. They ended at 40.52. If they can break through this 40.73, then definitely they could potentially hit this 41.54 level. So 41.54 is going to be my next price target for them. Next, we have ticker sign MCD for McDonald's. 247.05 is still my price target for them, which is this high level right here. They've been going up just very slowly. 246.35 is where they ended today. Always a lot of momentum surrounding this name, so definitely going to be looking to see how they perform and see if they can hit this 247.05 level. Next up, we have ticker sign MA for MasterCard. 395.28 is their high. That's going to be my target price for them as well. Now they have gone down past the moving average 50 towards the end of the trading day yesterday, but have kind of tried to rally back up a little bit. Ending the day at 390.27. In the pre-market, they're down 96 cents to 389.31. And that's kind of right around the moving average 50 line. If they continue this bearish trend, so if in the pre-market they continue to go down, 382.33 may be another level for them because that is the moving average 100 line. Overall, still have a price target of 395.26 for MasterCard. Next, we have ticker sign MSFT from Microsoft. Now, Microsoft has a week high of 289.99, and that was my price target for them. Now, in the pre-market, they've already surpassed that price target. So, if you were able to jump in from the live stream last that I did for I guess the past couple of weeks or past couple of days, then you were able to jump in and lock in some profits on that one. So congrats to everybody who's able to do that. 289.99 has been our price target for the whole week basically, and they have surpassed that this morning in pre-market. So they're currently up $3.82 to 290.36. So definitely looking very nice on ticker sign MSFT. So a lot of momentum around them. You'll probably see this one pop on a lot of different forums because it seems to be moving pretty significantly in the pre-market. So keep an eye out on ticker sign MSFT. Next, we have ticker sign TSLA for Tesla. Tesla is starting to move this morning. Only 52-cent increase, but still it is moving nonetheless. 668.20 is still my price target for Tesla. Ticker sign TSLA. They're going to have to break through 648.08. That's definitely a key level that I'm going to be looking at to see if they can break through 648.08 because that is where the moving average 50 and moving average 100 line are both located. So make sure you keep an eye on 648.08, but my price target overall is 668.20. They are up 52 cents in the pre-market at 645.30, so not too far from the moving average 50 and 100. Next, we have ticker sign FB for Facebook. Kind of been oscillating for most of the week. 375.33 is my price target for them. They are up in the pre-market, so they're almost to my price target of 375.33. They're up $6.19 in the pre-market, so make sure you keep an eye out on Facebook today as a potential early morning mover because they are moving pretty rapidly, up 1.68%. Pre-market they're at 374, so only $1.33 from my price target at 375.33. So make sure you keep a close eye on that one. Hope you're able to lock in some profits on Facebook. Next, we have ticker sign ATOS for Atosa Therapeutics. 457 still our price target for them. I don't know if it's going to hit it by the end of this week. Still showing a lot of bearish momentum on this one. You win some, you lose some. You're not always going to be 100% as far as trading is concerned. Whoever is investing, telling you they win all percent of predictions or trading, it's false. But that's what we make the watch list for. Just want to watch to make sure the trends are consistent. And this one has shown a consistent bearish trend. So ticker sign ATOS. If there's not really any news coming out with this one, may continue to show some bearish trending, but it's only fluctuating like 1 or 2 cents a day. Overall, it's still oscillating between this level of like 401 and 371, so not too bad as far as that's concerned. So still may continue to look at this one as the week goes on. Next, we have ticker sign VRB. They're bearish as well. They bottomed out at $2.17. Price target that I'm have for this one is going to be this spike right here around 278. So we'll be looking at 278 as a price target for them. They will have to break through this 246 level and this 265 level. So that's definitely one or two levels to look for as the week goes on. They're getting very close to this 246 level, which is the moving average 50. Then they will have to break through this 265 level, which is the moving average 100. In the pre-market, they're up 1 cent to start at $2.41. So a lot of some volume jumping in on this one. Definitely looking a little positive for VERB. Next, we have ticker sign KGC, which has been pretty stagnant for most of the week. 628, my price target for them, but they've been going sideways for most of the week at $6.15. So may not be enough volume on this one for it to continue to go up. May continue to oscillate in this range. Next, we have ticker sign CLOV for Clover Health. They're at $8.05 in the pre-market. 9.44 is kind of a high for them, so that was my price target. $8.28 and $8.20 are going to be two key levels to look for. If they surpass that, then they could potentially hit this 9.44 resistance. But first, they'll have to get through 8.28 and 8.20. So, going to be looking to see how they perform when the market opens. If volume is high on this one, then definitely going to be looking at 8.20 and 8.28 as potential resistance breakthroughs. But then next, going to be looking at 9.44. Next, we got a UPS, which fell off significantly. $190.27 is where they fell down at. Now UPS, I mean, it's been around forever. It's right up there with FedEx, so definitely a great buying opportunity from when it fell down. This is not anything that is going to make UPS bankrupt or anything. So definitely, that was a great buying opportunity. Company's been around forever, so when stocks have drops like this, they're definitely great buying opportunities for you to jump in and get shares for pretty cheap. Even if you were just buying like one share and you were planning on trading it, swing trading it, which would be a pretty expensive swing trade, a $190 swing trade. So if you bought one whole share at 190.27, and let's say you were to sell by the end of the week, you'd have already made $5.95. So taking advantage of those drops when the market goes down and stocks start to go red can definitely be beneficial. Also, this is earnings week, so stocks usually rally around earnings, so that's something to consider as well. So it's kind of a win-win as far as having this stock fall before earnings, because realistically it's going to rally again. $206.85 and $209.15 are two price targets that I'm going to be having for this stock, and then 213 is going to be the next one. So Definitely gonna be looking to see how they perform. They're already up 76 cents to 195.95, so definitely a lot of a little push coming in for UPS. Next up, we have ticker sign WM for waste management. They hit a peak of 149.90, so that's my price target for them. Going to see if they can retouch that 149.90 level. The pre-market they're up 15 cents to end at 147.11. So 147.11 is where WM, which is for waste management, is currently at. Looking to see that 149.90 price target potentially be hit. Now, VWAP 14 is still significantly high, so volume is still high on this one. Definitely going to be looking to see how they perform, getting closer and closer to their earnings. If they've not already had earnings, I think they may have. I have to go look that one up. But I know it was this week. Going to be looking to see if they'll rally to hit this 149.90 level. So that's definitely a level we'll be looking at for waste management. A great stock, overlooked by a lot of different people, but in a lot of portfolios, I think Bill Gates has a large portion of waste management in his portfolio. So definitely a really good company overall. Next, we have ticker sign SHOP for Shopify. Shopify still going to have that price target of $1,650 for Shopify. Shopify is a great company overall. A great place for entrepreneurs to build their businesses. Definitely something that is going to be very crucial coming around, you know, I guess August, September time frame. So I think if not this earnings, next earnings will probably be very good for Shopify because you kind of have this great job recession or everybody leaving their jobs trying to work from home. There are a lot of people who are starting businesses for the first time, so that's definitely something to consider. And Shopify makes it very easy to do that, to build your own business. It's very intuitive. So there's been a shift in the economy where a lot of people are like getting used to being at home. But when August comes back, it's going to be school time. Kids are going to have to go back to school, so it's definitely going to be, judgment time, I guess, for those people who have been, at home, used to not going to work or not working at all. So definitely, I'm going to see a lot of people jumping back into the economy, in the workforce, and then also people who are going to be, trying to start new businesses for the first time, jumping in the entrepreneur life. People really want to have that status of entrepreneur, but it is very difficult, takes a lot of time. It's very time consuming, very stressful, but it is very rewarding at the same time as well. So I believe there are going to be a lot of people jumping into that entrepreneur lane, and Shopify will definitely be able to benefit from that. They did bottom out at $1,513.04, and they're making some nice moves in the pre-market. So they're up $36.92, so up 2.37% to be at 1,900. Um, $1,592.02. So moving pretty rapidly. One next level that you'll have to look at is this $1,588.46 moving average 50. That's definitely going to be a key level to look at since they kind of basically bounced off the moving average 100. $1,588.46 is going to be the next target price for them, and then $1,650 is the next one. So going to the next one, we have Apple. Apple had a high of $149.83. They kind of fell down after their earnings, bottoming out at 145.55. And then in the pre-market, they are still bearish at 145.15. Maybe a potential good buying opportunity. As we all know, Apple has been around forever. Apple's not going bankrupt. They have tons of cash on hand. So maybe a good buying opportunity to jump in at Apple at a discount. Next, we have AMC. AMC starting to rally slightly. They are bullish, but barely. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100, and a VWAP is above moving average 10. The pre-market, they're up 21 cents to be at $38.22. My price target for them is still going to be uh, 40.64, so around the $40 range. It's going to be my price target for ticker sign AMC. Next up, we have Amazon. Now, Amazon, they're kind of doing the same as a lot of these other charts, bouncing off the moving average 100, starting to rally back up. $3,712 is going to be a price target for them. They're up in the pre-market $14.62 to be at $3,641. Next price target to look for Amazon is going to be the moving average 50, which is $3,648.90. So definitely look for that level today. If they do surpass that, they're going to be looking at my price target of $3,712.08. That's for ticker sign AMZ, AMZN for Amazon. Next up, we've ticker sign SGRP, which is continuing some oscillation. They're down in the pre-market to $2.12. Hopefully, they'll bounce back up. But going to need to see some more volume on this one. Volume is significantly low on this name, so maybe taking it off of the watch list. Next up, we have ticker sign SPOT for Spotify. They did bottom out at 232.94. Price targets going to be looking at for them is 243.01 and 241.01. And that is for Spotify. Next up, we have BTBT. BTBT is up in the pre-market, $9.41, giving a price target for them. Definitely keep a close eye on them. Bitcoin is currently starting to rally a little bit in the pre-market, so definitely look at BTBT because they do mimic Bitcoin. When Bitcoin goes up, BTBT goes up. So that's definitely a great indicator. I think Bitcoin is up like 5% this morning, back to like 39,000. So I expect this one to rally today just on that fact alone because it mimics Bitcoin. So $7.74 is where they currently are at. So they're up $1.85, a 31% increase in the pre-market. So definitely look at BTBT. My price target is $9.41. Next, we have Riot, which is essentially the same thing. It mimics Bitcoin as well, and like I said with BTBT, um, Riot mimics Bitcoin as well, and with Bitcoin being up, Riot is starting to go up as well. So Riot is up $2.41 in the pre-market at 34.05 is where their current price is at. We can see right here 34.72 is where they currently had a high, and that's going to be my price target for them, 34.72. We can see that they did bounce off the moving average 50, and they continued to go up, so that was a nice little bounce for them. But 34.72 is going to be my price target, and they are up in the pre-market. Next, we have ticker sign mRNA from Moderna. One of the major vaccine companies that's out there. So 361.76 is my price target. That's kind of this peak value right here. They're up in the pre-market as well at $4.56 increase. So they're at 333.06. But like I said earlier, this thing was bouncing in between the moving average 50 and 100. Looks like in the pre-market they have surpassed the moving average 50, which was 332.65. So definitely going to be keeping my eyes out on this 361.76 level since they have surpassed the moving average 50 line. Next is ticker sign XELA. And they had a week high of $3.09. Going to be looking at that as a price target as well by the end of the week. They fell down, bounced off the moving average 50, went back up and hit the moving average 100, bounced back down to the moving average 50 again, and then have started to rally back up since then. So 278 is definitely a key level to look at. That's the moving average 100. If they can surpass 278, then 309 is definitely going to be a price target. As well to consider. So yeah, gonna be looking at that one as well. So can I include three penny stocks? So these are penny stocks on here. this one is what's considered a penny stock. So any stock that's under $5 is a penny stock. Um, do you mean stocks that are under a dollar um, as reference to penny stocks? Because the ones that I'm going over are penny stocks. So penny stocks are defined as stocks under um, $5 are considered penny stocks. So this one being, at $2 and something is considered a penny stock. But if you mean penny stocks under a dollar or stocks under a dollar, then yeah, I can add a couple of those on here. But just let me know. Next on here we have EYEG. So EYEG had a spike. How do you capitalize? I don't know what that means. Sorry. What does that mean? $6.42 is their high. That's where they spiked up at. Um, and they did bounce off of this level. So they bounced off of the moving average 50 and went back up a little bit. And so $6.65 is going to be my price target for them. Definitely going to be looking to see how they perform as time goes on. So how do you capitalize on something that does massive run-ups? Okay, yeah. So capitalizing on something that has massive run-ups is a little bit harder to do than just jumping in to some stocks and trying to get a little bit of profits. One way to do so is to look at indicators, which are kind of what I look at. So indicators being like this moving average 50, 100, things like that. Also look at stuff that's going up in the pre-market. That can definitely help you capitalize. Looking at volumes high on a stock, you can capitalize on things like that as well. That'll definitely help. Going on one, let's see. All right, so I'll take BTBT for example. So BTBT is already up 33.28% in the pre-market. So that means that volume is already significantly high on this one. It's up $1.96. So someone from the outside looking in may be like, "Oh, that's not really that much of an increase," but $1.96 is definitely a lot of increase for a stock that was basically a penny stock. So $1.96, it may be one that you will say, okay, I'm going to put on my watch list. I'm going to watch it to see how it performs. It may spike, it may not spike, but definitely not a move to be ignored. Another one that you may want to look at as far as spikes are concerned are basically like any of the ones that are up in the pre-market, especially ones that are going past the moving average 50 and 100. Those are definitely great ones to look at. Ones that definitely have a lot of um, you know volume surrounding them. Volume is kind of the key to get a lot of these movement plays for it to jump in because essentially when you have a lot of volume, a lot of people are either buying or a lot of people are selling or a lot of people are doing both. So definitely, it's a good time to jump into those when stuff like that happens. So um, you know, I don't know. It also depends on um, your bag, which is, I mean, your how much money you're willing to invest, because that's going to determine which stocks you're able to jump in and out of. If you have a small amount of capital that you're using, it may be more difficult to find plays to jump in and out of. If you're using a large amount of capital, you may be able to take advantage of stocks like Amazon and other stocks like that. It just all depends on your trading style and your capital. So, um, yeah, hopefully that helped. You can also use different screeners out there to find different stocks. There are plenty of free screeners where you can go and look and find stocks that are moving, that were top gainers and top losers. Those are always a great place to go look. But yeah, hopefully that helped you out. Was a place to kind of a genesis to begin on there. So last one on here we have ticker sign DYAI. They are bullish. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100. They did bounce off of the moving average 50, so that's good. Starting to rally up a little bit. $3.89 is where they ended the day, but they are down 31 cents in the pre-market. So um, 35 or $3.58 is basically almost below the moving average 50. Uh, well, it is below the moving average 50, but almost below the moving average 100. So definitely going to be watching out for that one to see if it can bounce off this moving average 100. So going to be looking to see how this performs as the pre-market continues. Just going to highlight this list real quick on some of the movers. SPRT definitely making moves. Like I said before, this will be kind of one of the ones that I would say to watch that you could take advantage of. They're up 33.67% in the pre-market and moving fast. They already have gone past their high of the week, which was $8. They're up $2.45, 48 cents. Basically $2.48 in the pre-market at $9.40. So definitely an early morning mover on this one. So that may be one you want to take advantage of. This is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to invest or not to invest into any of these stocks. Just telling you something that's out there. Make sure you go look at them and do your own due diligence. Uh, so SGOC. Did I have that on my watch list? Let me look at SGOC. All right, so yeah, SGOC has shot up tremendously. Um, so SGOC definitely had a spike. So if you jumped in early, um, down here around the $7 level, you were able to take advantage. It shot all the way up to $11. Um, I personally would be cautious of this one. I would kind of let the market open up a little bit before. It looks like it's crashing pretty heavily. I would also go look up some news on them. A key level I would look at though would be this $8.89 level. So it looks like a lot of people took profits or taking profits this morning on this name. So if it does, it may bounce off of this $8.89 level. So a lot of charts, you'll see where something will spike up really fast, shooting through the 50 and 100. That's why I use the indicators that I use. So I would still consider this stock bearish. Because the moving average 10 is not above the 50 and 100. So even though it had that volume spike, stocks do have volume spikes all the time. Somebody tweeted about it, some famous person said something about the company, and you'll see it spike up. If you aren't already in it, you aren't able to take advantage of that spike. But longevity wise, it may continue to go up from there. So that's why I use the moving average 10, because it's kind of a 10-day indicator on whether a stock will go up, or showing you how the pattern is going in that case. So in that one instance where it shot up in the after hours, it shot up above the moving average 50 and 100. So if you're looking from the outside in, you may say, oh man, this is very bullish. But if you look at it, based on the 30-minute chart, you can see moving average 10 is not above 50 and 100. So I would say it's still bearish. Now you can use other trading styles, which are like, some people will say, I'll use the 1-minute chart. So if you go on the 1-minute chart, you can say, oh man, this thing is very bullish. I may jump in because it's the 1-minute chart, but the 1-minute chart I don't think is the best representation unless you're trading stocks that are like under a dollar. Under a dollar stocks, you want to see the fluctuations, the dips. But when you're talking about something that's almost $10, you want to have longevity, more data on your side. So uh, yeah, that's kind of how I would play that one. Not financial advice, by the way, but that's how I would play that one. I would look to see how it's performing in the pre-market. Um, you know, two different levels. This is kind of your range basis. $10.61 is going to be your high, and $8.89 is kind of going to be your low. So that's going to be your top and bottom range. Realistically, what I think this probably would do is bottom out since a lot of people are going to be taking profits. So it may bounce off of the moving average 50, which is $8.89, and then it may shoot back up and retest this 1061. If there, this is just saying if there's no news around it. I haven't looked this one up. I have no idea what they're doing, what this company even is. But if there's news surrounding it, it may have been late news that came out where people bought a lot, and then people just sold who had it. So good luck to you on that one. Hopefully you're able to lock in some profits. Let me know. Drop a comment down below in the comment section. Let me know how that play worked out for you. I'll definitely be interested to see how this one performs as the week goes on. So good luck to everybody out there trading. I hope you all have a great rest of the day. Make sure you lock in some profits. Yeah, it's definitely a learning curve for real. But trying to make quick profits may be, um, the difficult part. So uh, trying to learn the fundamentals probably will be the best thing overall. But those can be learned, you know, over time. It definitely is a learning curve. I would say it's definitely a learning curve for me. But good luck to everybody out there trading. Hope you all have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.